All right,
This is
guys, welcome to the Josh and Friends podcast. Today we're gonna be reacting and evaluating my episode on on Brandon Holmes and when I interviewed him, and we're gonna talk about a few things.
Mhm.
All right, so welcome to the podcast. My name is Joshua Glover, and who am I here with today?
Brandon Holmes.
I'm here with Brandon Holmes, D1 Towson commit. Um, Plays for Mount St. Joseph High School. Um, what is the first thing that got you into basketball?
It really wasn't nothing that really got me into basketball. I guess just growing up playing it for fun and things like that. In my sixth grade year, I kind of just gave it a try and see how it was, and now I'm here.
Was it like did you stick with it because like you were tall and like you felt like you were good at it already, or like was it just something you did for fun?
It's kind of like the other way around. I was tall. I wasn't really good at it at first. I just kept with it because I met like some good friends around it, and they kept encouraging me to keep going with it. And yeah,
Did anyone inspire you to play basketball at all, or was this like just purely like from your own household? Or
So my mic muted here, and it muted
Yeah.
for the rest of the video.
What? Like he's still here? Oh, allergy, my God. Cheers, 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 cheers,
So
cheers.
so basically, what me and Brandon were talking about in this episode was like his struggles and what actually got him into hooping. So I can just do like kind of a review what we talked about basically since I only have 1 minute of footage. Um, so basically, one of the first few questions I was asking him was about like what got him into basketball, and he said like he just started playing it because he saw his friends were playing, and he realized like he was one of the tallest people that were playing basketball. He said, "Yo, I'm pretty good at this. I should just keep playing." And that was like one of the reasons he started. Was like, do you think you've had anything like that for you too? Like any moments that
Yeah.
were like, "Yo, I'm good at this. I should keep doing this."
Yeah. Back when I used to play soccer, like I remember like I started playing it more and more, like I realized like I was actually like very good at it. Like I was more skillful than most of my age mates at the time. So yeah, I kept on doing it. Yeah, but yeah, bowling for me, I've been doing it since I was 8, and I really like felt the love for it. So ever since I was young, I realized like I could be pretty good at this sport. So yeah, bowling. Yeah,
For me, I'd say nothing. Um,
Hmm. Yeah,
After that,
yeah,
I talked about Brandon's like life as a student athlete, and one of the questions was I asked him, I was like, "Yo, did did being a basketball player and a student motivate you and motivate you academically at all?" And Brandon was basically talking about how yeah, like when he had less time, he felt like it was like more crunch time for his work because he had less time to like procrastinate and those type of things. And that's kind of something that I experienced a
yeah,
lot when I was doing track. Like after I quit track, like I realized like I was turning in late work kind of like a lot, and like the less time I had, it like felt like, yo, I gotta get this done right now, or there's no other time. But when I'm procrastinating, it's like, Yo, I could do it later. I could do it later, bro. Did y'all like experience any procrastination? Not even like from your a sport or anything, but like, is there anything that helped you like uh turn in work faster or not procrastinate?
I'm pretty bad at procrastinating, but making a schedule for yourself, that helps a lot with procrastinating. Especially when I was playing football for a little bit my sophomore year. I was procrastinating a lot, but then I made a schedule, and it really helped me. You know, uh, helped me stay on top of my work more. Being more prepared for when I do my work. So yeah,
You used to
yeah,
swim too, right, Karan?
yeah. Freshman year, I did that too.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, making a schedule, but also what I say like junior year when I was running track, I would like if I get like work, I would do it like during my free periods or like during after school. Because if I knew I couldn't like do it at home, and I might as well just knock it down like, what I'm saying, before I get home or before I get to school the next day. So yeah,
Yeah,
that was the way I kind of managed my time.
yeah, I understand that. Me too. Like, you remember on like midterm days when we would have late practices and stuff. Well, not
Yeah,
necessarily midterm days, but
yeah.
any day when you had a late practice, I felt I was always doing my work like right before practice started, and like it was actually kind of a source of motivation in a way.
Yeah.
Um, Another thing I talked to Brandon about was like his source of motivation for sport. He felt like he was playing for his family, and like he was representing his mom because she sacrificed so much to put him in that school. Uh, and also it's because he got recruited also, so he wanted to make his family proud. Um, I never felt like that with track because like I was pretty bad. Like I was like, I'm trash. There's no point. That's why I kind of quit. Did y'all feel like anyone or anything motivated y'all to for y'all sports?
No. Um,
Why'd you mute? Do you have an answer or not? Oh my God! So we're gonna go to our next question.
yeah, he had now he just texted me. He said connection issues. He just light up.
All right. So another thing I talked about was his commitment. He was talking about this is kind of like the more on the family motivation side. He said
Mhm.
he said that uh he was just so proud and happy to get that Towson offer, and he honestly would have took any college. And uh I don't know what the point of me talking about that is, but yeah, that's another thing that I talked about with him. He
Yeah,
talked about
go ahead, go ahead, no, go ahead.
after that. I talked to him about how he met some of his friends from basketball, and it was actually on a bigger scale than I thought. Cause he started talking about how he met all his Mount St. Joseph friends because he got recruited there. He remembered
Yeah.
like the first day walking in the homeroom. He remembers seeing me like when it was a bot kind of, and yeah, he was talking about he met most all of his friends basically because of basketball. He said me surprisingly just cause like he wouldn't have been at that school. And then he was talking about his like one of his best friends Joe, and that was pretty
Mhm.
cool to hear him talk about.
Yeah.
Um,
The Mount Brotherhood. It's very connected. You meet your brothers for life here.
yeah, that's
Uh,
something Joe talked about also.
yeah, you gonna meet your brothers for life here. Yeah, you always gonna stay connected with your friends. Great place to make family. Really. So yeah.
Did you feel that way when coming to Mount St. Joe?
No, I didn't know anybody. I really didn't know anybody coming here. I didn't expect to, end up knowing this many people at the end. But yeah, I didn't expect this at all. But yeah, the Mount Brotherhood is real. It's a real thing.
Yeah, bro. Yo, when I came to the school, one of my first memories is talking to first memories is not even me talking to anybody. It's hold on, let me close out that video. It's it's me sitting at a cafeteria table, eating chicken tenders and fries, drinking a Coca Cola, watching my iPad all by myself. That's like my earliest memory, bro, and that felt terrible, dog. I remember after orientation, my mom picked me up. She was like, "Did you make friends?" I was like, "Yep." I had like such a mad face. Like I lied to her. I said, she said, "Did you make any friends?" I said, "Yep." Are you lying to me? No. She kept asking me that the whole day. And at that point, I was just gonna transfer to Archbishop Curley because all my friends were going there.
I
And
felt like I would have did the same if I was to transfer. It would have been a Curly. It would
really,
have definitely been a Curly. Yeah,
your
I
friends
know.
went there?
I have a lot of I have a lot of friends that went to Curly.
What middle school you go to?
I went to Holy Angels Catholic School, but it closed down. Like I was the last class to graduate, so
Mm.
yeah. So I know like a lot of people that go to Curly right now. So
Yeah, bro.
yeah, Curly would have been my choice to transfer to.
And then so something crazy which actually like helped me kind of believe in the Mount Brotherhood. Surprisingly, this may sound kind of corny, but like I don't know if y'all know like knew me freshman year. Uganda said he did. But like I would walk up to people's table and like ask for change and stuff, and it was like the dumbest thing. It was so stupid. I would walk up and say, I would say it in a dumb voice too. I would be like, "You don't got any change?" And like, yo, it was so dumb. I don't know how I friend made friends that way, bro. But I made friends. Like my mentality was like, "Yo, is this? I make friends or I get bullied. If I get bullied, I'm just gonna transfer." I was just gonna transfer anyways if I didn't make any friends, bro. So I didn't care. So I felt like I had nothing to lose. How did you?
I felt like it had like the classes that you were in made like that's how you made your friends really. Because that's how I made many of my friends. From
How?
just
Me,
the classes I had. What do you say you gonna?
I always say the same thing. Like for me, like first time I really made friends, like I'll say I had like two people I knew coming into here, and so and I had the same lunch period as them, and they would sit at some lunch table with other friends, and then like I would sit with them, and I feel like they would like force me to talk, and you know more and more friends, and also in classes too. I would say, think where I
Yeah,
really started to make friends was in my math class. I would
I
say,
think mine was theology and history. That's what I made the most friends at.
yeah, but yeah, and yeah, that's when I really started to like feel the brotherhood. You know, also I started talking to people in my room as well. Um,
Yeah, homeroom helped a lot because you with them every day. You talk to them for your next class. So
yeah,
homeroom definitely played a big part.
Exactly. Yo, my homeroom was actually really good. Miss Ekenham's homeroom. Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
so it was like basically like cause it was off like the last names, right? And
Yeah,
so it was like all the G's. Bro, I was in the homeroom with Joe Green, Brandon, and basically those three. I didn't talk to him at first because like I still had like the bot chip implanted in me. I wasn't talking or nothing. I would used to like sit in the back and like be on my iPad, but um, like think it was like this I don't remember. It might have been sophomore year that I just started talking to him. Cause I don't know how I started talking to him, bro. I think they were in my classes and stuff. I realized like they were pretty normal.
yeah.
What? Ed, I realized they were pretty normal, bro. And another thing is like, like back in my middle school. Another difference was like the grade difference. Like usually sixth graders weren't friends with seventh graders. Seventh graders weren't friends with eighth graders, bro. But in high school, bro, like it really didn't matter, bro. Cause I remember Tyon Farrell, Elijah Hall used to come into Miss Ekenham's homeroom, and we all used to be like shadow boxing and stuff. I still got videos of that, bro. But and that was pretty fun. Wipe your face. Um, yeah, it was another thing about the brotherhood. I think something I kind of feel like I missed out on was like um another thing I feel like I missed out on was like knowing people coming into the school because people were coming in for sports and they were playing over the
Yeah,
summer.
I wish I played a spring sport.
Yeah,
I wish I did
wipe your
so I could have
face.
known more people coming
Um,
in.
And like one of also other things I
wipe your
think I
face.
missed out was like joining clubs and mingling with
Yeah,
other
definitely.
because like I feel like
Wipe your
there's a bunch
face.
of clubs I could have joined. I could have joined, that I didn't join in like until later. Like one that I say was wellness club. Like I joined that mad late.
Yeah, I did join. Wipe your face. I did join that mad late. And I feel like I kind of missed out on it because like a lot of my friends were in that, and like it was like, dang, how am I just now realizing that? Like it's like it was kind of crazy. I wasn't talking about you, Karan, but yeah, that was
No,
also another thing.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So I think that's wipe your face. Pretty much all I want to talk about this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Um, and the next episode, we will be evaluating another interview of mine.